Okay, yogis, welcome to your morning flow. This is going to be a soft, yummy, juicy flow to get you started in the morning. You'll need two blocks or two equally sized books to help give you a little bit more support, a little bit more space in the body. Now, if you're ready, let's come to start on our backs. So, starting on our backs, we'll take a bend into the knees. Then just allow the knees to drop either side. Let the hands come out either side of the body with the palms facing up. Take a long inhale through the nose, filling the chest. Sigh the breath away. Inhale again through the nose, filling the front of the body. Soften as you exhale. Sigh the breath. A third and final inhale, drawing the energy in and softening as you sigh the air away. Just allow yourself to get soft here. The back of the neck, heavy to the mat. The mind just starting to run through the body. Noticing your energy levels, or what space exists within you already. In the hips, in the heart, in the shoulders. Invite yourself to set an intention here, finding space in the body. A moment of quiet in the mind as we practice together. Use the hands to gently guide the knees back towards one another. Pull them into the chest and just give yourself a little sway from side to side. Extending the arms at shoulder height or with a little bend into the elbows. Allow the knees to rock slowly over to the left hand side. Try and keep both shoulders connected to the mat here. If it feels comfortable, you can sway your head or your gaze to the right. If you need to take this deeper, we draw the knees closer to the left elbow. If it's too deep, send them away. Whenever you're ready, start to use the inhale to draw the knees back up to center. And then the exhale to soften them over to the right hand side. Again, any little adjustments you need to make to find softness here and ease, please do. And breathing into the left flank, the left side body. Just finding space between the intercostal muscles and in the thoracic spine and this twist, the middle section of your back. On the inhale, start to draw the knees back to center. And start to take a full body stretch, the legs out long, arms overhead. And allow the body to just take over here. Any movement that feels right, allow your intelligent body to take charge until you're ready to draw the knees back into the chest and rock gently back and forward, taking as many as you need to gain the momentum to come over to a comfortable seated position, Shavasana. As you inhale, start to take the hands all the way to the sky, keeping soft shoulders but fingers energized. And allow the hands now to just come out in front of you. A little bit of support here through the heart. As you inhale, find space in the front of the body and use the exhale to soften your way down into a forward fold. Come anywhere comfortable, letting the head get heavy. Begin again to direct the breath, so filling now the back of the body. Allowing the breath to be conscious, mindful, full of awareness. Walking the hands over to the right side of the mat. If we're finding ourselves a little bit away from the ground, then just let the head hang. If we're quite close to the mat, let's plant the left hand all the way down to the ground and then wrap the right hand down by the seat. So an internal rotation of the right shoulder. And maybe the head just twists to the right. Anything that's comfortable for you, yogis. Let's take it over to the other side, walking slowly the hands over to the left side of the mat. And again, your choice. Maybe we hover from the ground. Maybe we find the space in the hips and spine to come all the way down to the mat. Breathing into the right flank. And start to find your way back to center. Use the hands as support to walk them back towards the knees. And then come to roll onto your hands and your knees, so tabletop pose. Knees underneath the hips, the hands underneath the shoulders, a really strong, sturdy base. And inhale into your cow pose. Exhale, round the back of the body, draw the belly in, cat. We'll take 2 more. Inhale, cow pose, space in the collarbones, tailbone floating to sky. Exhale, round through to cat. That's your choice here. You can move through these cat-cow transitions, or you can find free movement. The same way that we had our full body stretch, we allow the body to kind of take over, just inviting it to respond to itself, but each movement still is conscious, a decision made with intelligence behind it. Let's find our way back to a neutral spine and then to Anahatasana, so extending the arms out in front of you, fingers spread wide. Use your exhale to soften the chest towards the mat. It doesn't have to touch, so maybe we hover. If you do have the availability, maybe the chest and the chin or chest and the forehead come down to the ground. And keeping the belly slightly engaged, we haven't lost total control here, but the spine feels that sense of cascading down towards the ground. Breathe into the side ribs. Use your inhale to guide yourself up with control, sliding the hands back underneath the shoulders. As you exhale, tuck into the toes, press the hips to the sky, find your first downward facing dog. Take a moment to spread the fingers wide, press down through thumb, forefinger, pinky. And just take a moment to settle, let the head get heavy. When you're ready, bend into the right knee and really peeling the right heel off the mat, but energizing through left heel and right hand. So these are your 2 pillars of stability and support here. And take it over to the other side, bend into the left knee, the right heel energizing downwards, and the left hand supporting the left side body. Take any final little movements that you need to here. The sway of the neck, a bend of the knees. And release heels to mat. So inhale, take the right foot to the sky. The right foot is flexed. Pull the right knee into the nose and then softly press the right foot in between the hands. The left knee comes down towards the mat. As you inhale, rise the hands to the sky. You can keep the hands separate or maybe take Kali Mudra, your yogi gun, energizing through the index fingers. And keep pressing the weight through the ball of the right foot, the thighs squeezing together. The breath present here, allowing the hips to press down to any point that's comfortable for you. And we start to release the hands as we exhale down either side of the front foot. Now it might be right for you here as we come into half splits to take blocks. You take them either side of the front foot. And then start to extend the right leg, shift the left hip over the left knee. If the blocks on the lower setting aren't providing you with the support that you need, take them up. And focus here on a long spine and an active belly, rather than coming into a forward fold. So the toes of the right foot peeling towards the face, the heart space shining forwards. When you're ready, as you inhale, bend back into the right knee. You can keep the blocks here as you plant left hand and rise the right hand to the sky. The space through right side body, the gaze somewhere comfortable for you. Start to swap it over, so right hand either to ground or to your block as the left hand reaches tall. Again, soft shoulders, the sensation all the way through from the left hip flexor right to the tip of the left fingers. And then begin to release. Pop the blocks to the side, keep them handy. Plant the hands around the front foot and then peel the right foot up. Step back to your high plank. Inhale here, belly in. Exhale, shift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. We come to the other side. We're going to inhale with the left foot flexed up to the sky. Exhale, pull the left knee in towards the nose and silently press it down to the mat. Right knee lands. Low lunge and Sjors. On your inhale, hands come to sky. Again, any mudra or hand variation that suits you. If you need a little bit more space in the shoulders, probably best to keep the hands slightly further apart from one another. Keeping the right toes tucked, we're active here through the legs. This scissoring action of thighs towards the midline. Releasing the hands down either side of the front foot, taking the blocks or not. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, your half splits. Again, focus on long spine rather than folding forwards, the right hip stacking over the right knee, and the left foot active in this pose. On your inhale, bend into the left knee, come back into your low lunge. Right hand plants to the mat or to the block as the left hand reaches tall. And think about growing with every inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down, take it to the other side. Right hand reaches up and over. Start to release the right hand down now. Both hands either side of the front foot. Lift the right knee. Draw the left foot back to meet the right. Inhale, high plank. Doming shoulders. Exhale, hips up and back. And now we inhale, come right up onto the toes, soften the knees, look forward, take a few steps mindfully to get all the way to the top of the mat. Feature at hip width distance. Inhale, halfway lift, belly in, your spine is long. Exhale, fold forwards. You can use the blocks under the hands here to support. Maybe we have a little play with rocking the weight forward and back, just to notice where our edge is before we take the hands around the elbows and come into ragdoll. Now, if stillness works for you, be still. If a little sway from side to side feels good, feels like a release, then sway to your heart's content. Taking the hands now behind the back of the body, interlacing the fingers, lift up halfway, almost a halfway lift, and then exhale, fold forwards. Soft knees still, the ragdoll element of this pose, still very much there, but the weight of the hands drawing you down a little bit deeper into this forward fold, opening through the shoulders. With control, release the hands down towards the mat. Keep the knees soft and the belly drawn in. Press the ground away, engage the glutes, and roll vertebra by vertebra all the way up to standing. The chin is the last thing to lift. Then come into your standing pose, your mountain pose. It doesn't matter where your feet are placed, as long as you feel strong and sturdy, palms facing forward, energy through fingertips. So maybe reconnecting with our intention here. Space in the mind and body. Nothing too complicated. Not this early. Yogis, on your inhale, take the hands all the way to the sky. Lift the gaze to the thumbs. And as you exhale, start to bow forwards. Soften into the knees as much as you need here. Inhale is your halfway lift. The spine is long.
Exhale, place the hands down, step the right foot and then the left foot back for your high plank. Energizing through the belly. As you exhale, lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, scoop the weight forward, come into your low cobra, rolling the shoulders back, shining the heart forward. And now start to press back. Come into an active child's pose, so the toes are tucked, the arms are still active. And when you're ready, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. I'm going to keep moving. Let's inhale onto the toes, soften the knees as you exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Take an inhale, find your halfway lift, and then fold, exhale. Inhale, rise to standing. The knees can be soft in this transition, hands high. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift, the belly is in, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, place the hands down, step the left foot and then the right foot back. Inhale, high plank, and then again exhale, we lower the knees, the chest and the chin. Inhale, scoop the weight forward, so cobra again, but maybe we try and rise a little bit away from the mat, so deepening the back bend. And then tuck into the toes, press back, active child's pose. Remember, this is a place you can come back to whenever you need throughout the practice if you need a moment of stillness. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. So as you exhale, we draw the knees down towards the mat. We come into tabletop pose. We're going to extend the right leg all the way away from us. The left foot turns out to the left-hand side. And we take the right hand to the sky as we inhale. Exhale, right hand reaches all the way to the top of the mat. So we're having the left hip stacked over the left knee, the right foot fully planted. As we breathe into the right side body, we find this length all the way through the front of the leg, the hip flexor. As you exhale, just start to lower the right hand down. Take the right foot out, a quarter semicircle to the right hand side. Inhale, lift left hand to sky, and then find thread needle. So left arm scoops underneath the right armpit. Left hand is palm facing up to the sky, right hand to the top of the mat. The option to stay here, this is your first stop, or take the right hand all the way to the sky, and then wrap the right hand behind the back of the body, maybe hooking at the back of the lower spine or maybe right around the top of the left thigh. You can roll the right shoulder away from the ear to find a little bit of space for the neck to perhaps take the gaze a bit higher if you feel comfortable and supported here. As you exhale, lower the right hand down, find your way back into tabletop as we take it onto the other side. Left leg extends to the back of the mat. Right foot turns out to the right hand side. Left hand reaches to the sky. Inhale, exhale, reach it all the way to the top of the mat. Again, you've got that beautiful stability. So sitting up and out of the right shoulder, there's space in the joints. And the breath inviting length through left side body, through the ribs, through the armpit. Then start to lower that left hand down. Draw the right foot back in line. Left foot, quarter circle out to the left-hand side. Inhale, right hand to sky. Open through the chest here. And then scoop the right arm underneath the left armpit as we find our thread needle. So you've got all of those little variations, little additions that you can add on. Maybe staying with the left hand to the top of the mat suits better. We're here in a practice of service to ourselves. So be really conscious of the decision that you make, where you decide to move. And let's just slowly release the left hand back towards the mat. Come back into your tabletop pose. And from here, we will tuck into the toes, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Create a bit of heat through vinyasa. So inhale up onto the toes, ripple the weight forward, plank pose. Exhale, lower, chaturanga if you're ready, otherwise knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to keep that movement a couple more times, yogi. Inhale, up onto the toes, ripple forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open heart, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one. Inhale to the toes, ripple forward, plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs are off the mat, belly is engaged. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Just a long exhale. On your inhale, come up onto the toes. As you exhale, soften the knees, look forward, find your way to the top of the mat. Inhale is a lift halfway, so maybe onto the fingertips, maybe blocks. Exhale, unfold. Now a bit of fire into the body. Let's find chair pose. So inhale, bend into the knees, drop the seat down, taking the arms out in front of you. With the knees stacking over the ankles, the thighs internally rotating, the belly in, tailbone down, long spine here. Now keeping the fingers energized, start to draw the weight into the toes. So keeping everything from the knees up as it is, we start to draw the heels up and away from the mat. And we want to have that sense of squeezing the ankles together. Let the hands come to prayer at heart center. Pressing the palms together, really active through the arms. With care, start to lower the seat down. We're still staying up right onto the toes. Don't worry if you wobble. Sitting down nice and low. As you exhale, start to twist to the right hand side, so left elbow around the outside of the right knee. Now this is a wobbly pose, so don't worry if you fall over or fall out, have some fun. If you feel comfortable, start to extend the left hand to the mat, the right hand to the sky, this beautiful deep twist. If you would like to, the option for side crow is here, if that's in your practice. Remember, it's first thing in the morning, nothing to prove, so be in a place that feels right for you. Use your exhale to just gently draw the hands back to prayer at heart center and then twist to face the front of your mat. And now see if you can maintain this little activation of belly to thighs, so soft compression. And then as you inhale, lower the heels, sweep the hands out in front, Ardha Utkatasana, half chair, spine parallel to the ground beneath you. Exhale and fold forwards. As you inhale, take your lift halfway. And plant the hands. You can either step or hop back. Take your vinyasa. And taking the knees down maybe, or chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Keep grounding through the fingertips as we inhale. Take right foot to sky. Take a bend into the right knee, so right hip yawns open. The right foot stays flexed, so we support the lower spine by engaging the glutes. And on your next exhale, let's start to draw the right knee towards the nose, so really hugging it in. Inhale, right foot up and back, leg stays long. Exhale, knee comes towards the nose, and then we press the foot silently in between the hands. As you inhale, rise up for your high crescent lunge, hands to sky. There's a softness in the left knee. It's going to help you pull the left hip point in line with the right. This energizing of left heel down. As you exhale, twist to the right, so left hand reaches forward, right hand reaches back. Soft shoulders, palms and heart are facing in the same direction, and the belly is in. You can smile, like my awkward face. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, open out to your warrior two. So pressing the back of the left foot down towards the mat. Nice strong bend into the right knee. As we inhale, we take the right hand to the sky, reverse warrior. Now you can keep the gaze up. I like to take the gaze down towards the left foot. It's more comfortable in my neck, so do whatever serves, as always. As you exhale, find side angle, right elbow to the right thigh, left fingertips reaching tall. This pose is called extended side angle, so think of that extension all the way from the back of the left foot to the left fingertips. And as you exhale, plant the left hand down, sweep the right hand to the sky as you come onto the ball of the left foot, easy twist. Thighs again are squeezing together, there's space in the front body, and the gaze is somewhere comfortable. And find your Cleopatra dip, the left heel turns down. The right hand reaches to the back of the mat, just space in the left hip. And then start to swivel it over to the opposite side of the mat for Skandasana, your ninja squat. Either keeping hands in prayer at heart center, pressing the back of the right arm to the right knee, or opening the arms out. So opening your wings, finding energy through the fingertips, left toes peeling towards face. You have the option to stay, or start to bind the arms, the hands behind the back of the body as we roll left shoulder away from ear. Allowing the heart space to shine forward. When you're ready, start to find your way to face the front of the mat. Nice big bend into the right knee. Left knee lowers and we find lizard. Right foot heel toes out to the right hand side. And the right hand is going to press the inner right thigh away from you. A nice long right arm as we roll the shoulders back. Start to shine the heart to the sky. Plant the right hand on the inside of the right foot, tuck left toes, lift left knee, and now peel the right foot from the mat. Hold the knee to the back of the arm for a moment, and then step silently the right foot to meet the left. When you're ready, exhale, lower through your vinyasa. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. We come onto the other side, so when you're ready, come up onto the toes, soften the knees, look forward, make your way back to the top of the mat. Take your halfway left as you inhale, exhale and fold. Let's find chair pose again, so maybe drawing feet together, maybe keeping them apart. Bend into the knees, drop the seat down as you inhale. Then we're going to rise up onto the toes once again, so heels lift, this straight line from knees, ankles to toes. And let the hands come now to prayer at heart center and start to sink with control, active glutes, the hips down towards the heels. Almost floating, defying gravity here. Use your exhale to twist to the left-hand side. Your hands to prayer, maybe staying here, maybe extending the arms if you did on the other side. Now, if you played with a side crow on the opposite side, maybe we come into it again here on the left. The invitation is to keep that left elbow free of the body now. So right elbow to the middle of the left thigh. And keeping the shoulders level as you start to rise. Just take a couple of breaths here as long as you can manage. And then when we're ready, we start to face the front of the mat again. And we prepare for that half chair pose. So keeping the belly and the thighs compressing, the heels sink, the hands shoot out in front. Gaze is low. Think about length, length, length. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, hands come down. Your vinyasa. Remember, you can come straight back to downward facing dog if that suits you. Vinyasas are always optional. Now let's inhale, take the left foot to the sky. Again, a nice big bend into the left knee as we split the hips. Left foot active, right heel energizing to mat. On your exhale, pull the left knee in towards the nose. Inhale, left foot up, left leg long. Exhale, knee to nose and step the left foot in between the hands. Rise up, high crescent lunge. Belly is in, tailbone lengthening down, soft right knee to stay active in the legs. As you exhale, twist to the left-hand side now. So right hand reaches forward, left hand reaches back. Just feeling really strong, really long. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, open out, warrior two. And that left heel should be in line with the arch or with the heel of the right foot. And keep the legs there as you inhale and reverse your warrior. And maybe if you kept the gaze high, now on this side, you play with taking it low. Just to understand the body, how little shifts can change your experience of the pose. A left elbow to left thigh now as we reach tall with the right hand and find extended side angle, making sure the left knee is still tracking over the toes. Right hand plants to the mat as we come onto the ball of the right foot and take left hand to sky. Easy twist. Shift as much as you need here, but thighs are energizing towards one another. Cleopatra dip as we lower the right heel down, reach back with the left hand, and then use a little bit of momentum to come through into your Skandasana ninja squat. So still bending into that left knee, nice and low in the hips. If you need to come onto the toes, that's fine. If you wobble, do not worry. Start to find your variation of this. So maybe hands stay together. Maybe we open the wings again, the left arm on the inside of the left knee. If we're opening the wings, maybe we try and bind. Maybe we take fingers. Maybe you have the availability to take the wrist. I think space more than anything else. Start to square the hips to the front of the mat. So on the ball of the right foot, right knee lowers. Heel toe, left foot out to left hand side. And then find lizard. So left hand to the inside of the left thigh. A little bit of a back bend here is available if you roll the shoulders back and lift the heart, lift the gaze. And then start to release. So active hanging plank, pull the left foot away from the mats. and then big step back, high plank. So again, you have the option to take a vinyasa or come directly to downward facing dog. Listen to your body, listen to your practice, modify as and when you need. Let's come to just place the knees down and sit back onto the heels. Always take a moment at some point in the practice to just kind of sit. Sit with the sensation, sit with the experience, to maybe reconnect with the intention. Where do you notice here now space in the body? Is the mind settled? Is there ease? So when you're ready, come to extend the legs out as we prepare for Paschimottanasana. We'll always offer this with a really juicy bend into the knees to start with. We can modify. And keeping the feet active. Take the hands to the sky as you inhale, and then as you exhale, begin to fold over the thighs. And maybe this is where we stay. The bellies and the thighs connected, the head really heavy. And maybe we start to extend the legs out for a little bit more sensation in the hamstrings. The invitation is to use the breath to create space as you inhale and soften as you exhale. So again, you inhale, lift the heart, shine it forward, exhale and fold. And maybe you have quite a strong forward fold here in the sense of pulling yourself into it. But maybe a little bit of ease is going to be more welcome. If that's the case, palms just face up either side of the legs. And then just placing the fingertips either side of the legs, start to walk yourself out of the forward fold. I'm going to take a bend into the right knee here, a little squeeze in, and then let the right knee fall out to the right hand side. Keep that left leg really nice and active. We're going to twist to the right. So left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, we sit up nice and tall. Soft shoulders as we start to face towards the back of the mat. Now keep the body where it is, but take the gaze over the left shoulder. So a kind of sassy little look over the left shoulder. As you inhale, the right hand comes to the sky and we come into lateral flexion or a side bend. I want you to think more of the left shoulder moving towards the left knee and using the right leg as a little bit of stability. If you feel like you can go much deeper into this pose, I'd say take the left hand to the front of the left shin and then see if you can touch the right hand to the left foot. Allow the gaze to stay somewhere comfortable, maybe even shift if that foot works better for you. With the inhale, draws you up. The right hand stacks behind you. I'm going to press into the right knee and the left foot as we shine the hips and the heart to the sky. For this pose, Fallen Star, I like to peel the left toes from the mat to activate through the glutes and support the spine. When it's up to you. And then start to release. We come onto the other side, so a bend into the left knee. Left knee moves out to the left hand side as we take the left hand behind us, the right hand, the anchor around the left knee to invite the twist. Now again, start to invite your sassy yogi nature, take the gaze over the right shoulder, left hand all the way to the sky, and then start to lean the right shoulder towards the right knee. So this deep side bend. Right foot is still active. Your variation of this, however deep you want to go, but let's see if we can focus shining the left armpit and the left side of the chest to the sky. So if you're starting to find that you're in a forward fold, then we're just going to rise slightly away from the mat, away from the ground, to get that deep side bend that we're looking for. Your inhale is the breath that energizes you back up to seated. Left hand stacks behind the seat. Let's take a big sweeping motion with the right hand as we press into left knee and right foot and find your Fallen Star. Now it is up to you if you flex that right foot. Have a play. See what happens. See what feels best. And when you're ready, exhale and release. Now let's pull both knees into the chest. Just give yourself a little squeeze, a little hug, doing so well. And from here, transition into everybody's favorite pose, boat pose. So keeping the knees near the chest, extend the feet to knee height, and then extend the arms out with the palms facing up. If you want to take it a little bit further, extend the legs fully. Think about lifting the heart and finding space in the front of the body. So we can take a really long inhale here, and then as we exhale, we'll lower for 3, for 2, and for 1. Just keep a little bit of movement, knees into the chest, a little sway. And then release the feet to the mat as we come into bridge, Setu Bandhasana. I'd start with hands either side of the body with the palms facing up. You can, of course, take the hands to the backs of the heels, if that is something that feels good for you, or plant the hands down. And resist the urge to interlace the fingers just because of where we're about to go after this. So I'd say keep the palms facing down, press the weight through the left leg, and extend the right foot out in front of you. We're really engaging the glutes. We're thinking a straight-ish line from the right foot to the right hip. And then lower the hips down. Bend into the right knee, pull it into the chest. We find reclined pigeon. So right ankle is going to stack on top of the left thigh, and we're going to guide the right leg away from us. When you're ready, interlace the hands behind the back of the left leg. You can start behind the thigh if that doesn't feel enough for you. You can take the hands around the front of the left shin. And see if you can soften the shoulders, the jaw. You start to find real ease here as we start to wind the practice down. When you're ready, release the leg, slide that right leg fully over the left, and then guide the knees over to the left-hand side. We find twisted roots or your eagle leg twist. And if you feel comfortable, the head can sway softly to the right. If this feels really too strong in the legs, then you can unravel, and in the same way that we started, just stack the legs on top of one another. Any other variation is welcome. Let's use our inhale when we're ready to draw the knees back up to center, unravel the legs, and again prepare for bridge. So feet at hip width distance. Plant the feet to the mat, engage the glutes to rise the hips to the sky. And again, your variation of your arm placement. And focus on feeling the belly rise and fall. It's energizing, soothing breath, starting to bring us down out of the practice. I'd say plant the hands now for added support as you extend the left leg away from you. Not for long, I know it's super strong. As you exhale, lower the hips down. Draw the left knee into the chest, give it a big old squeeze, and then start to find reclined pigeon on the opposite side. So the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Guide the left knee away just for added opening. And then interlace the fingers behind the back of the right thigh or the right shin. Starting to find that element of stillness here. Something that we carry through to the end of the practice. And just beginning to release the hands from the leg. Find your twisted roots again. The left leg over the right. Knees out to the right hand side. And the arms coming anywhere comfortable. If comfortable in the neck, the head sways to the left. See if here, and maybe from here on out, you can close the eyes down. And keep them closed as we portion into space of rest, of peace, the conscious decision in our practice now to be that of stillness. And in doing so, inviting the mind to follow the body. Quiet. and calm. Let's unravel the legs and draw the knees into the chest. Your final posture is your happy baby. And wrapping the hands around the outer edges of the feet, drawing the knees as wide as the torso, if not wider. A little sway perhaps from side to side, tailbone lengthening to mat. Any final movements that you wish to take are yours. But when you're ready, find your Shavasana. And together to release fully the practice, take an inhale through the nose. Sigh the breath away. Allow the body to be spacious, to be still. Let the feet hang out, the legs soft, heavy to the mat beneath you. The belly returning to its natural rise and fall. The fingers gently curling back towards the palms with ease. The shoulder blades melting into the mat beneath you. Start to soften the jaw, soften the eyes and the eyebrows, soften the forehead. Invite yourself into that place within that is filled with peace, a quiet confidence, space, and allow yourself to just rest. This well-deserved rest that you have earned, not even just through practice, but through life, through simple existence. Your earned right to stillness. Start to find your body again. Your awareness returning to the fingers and the toes. Inviting gentle movement of circles of the feet, of the hands. And drawing the knees into the chest. allowing perhaps a full body stretch. Anything, any journey that you need to take before you come over onto your preferred side, and pause there until you're ready just to come up to a comfortable seated position. The invitation of keeping your eyes closed the entire time. Well, once you have come to seated, allow the hands to come to prayer at heart center. This offering to yourself of gratitude for coming to the mat today, for taking time out of your day to create space for your body and your mind. Just offer a moment to notice what's arrived, what's been received, and to honor that. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope to see you very soon.